Welcome to day 20 of AweSam Adventures. I am here in Glacier National Park. We are about to embark on an 11-mile round-trip hike to Grinnell Glacier. Super pumped about it, but to make it more exciting for you because you don't get to see the views and smell the nature, I'm going to give you my tips for hiking as we go along and show you what it is that I do. I am a hobbyist hiker. I do hike in Los Angeles, but those are pretty popular trails, really well maintained. I'll also be wearing this guy today because it is pretty windy, and hopefully this microphone helps cut out on that wind noise. We'll see, maybe it won't. First step to hiking is your clothing. So I'm wearing layers so that I can take this off when I get too hot, but also since we're on a mountain and our whole point is to hike to a glacier, I am going to probably need this, and it packs up really small. Another thing I do before I leave is I pack up my bag. Now a lot of people travel with like little day packs and little backpacks when they just go on a like 5-6 hour hike, which you probably should do. I do not recommend my next hiking move, which is to bring this bad boy full of things that I probably won't need and also a ton of empty space. So even though I don't recommend that you take as big of a bag as I do necessarily, I am going to show you some stuff that I always take. Clipped on here is a little mini first aid kit. This has just like basic bandages, antiseptic and stuff, and I always take this when I go hiking just in case. I also always bring extra sun cream because I never want to be caught out burning. You just never know when you're going to be hungry, so having snacks packed away in your bag is always a good idea. All right, let us do this hike. Now, again, we are in bear country, grizzly bear country, and we do have bear spray. We bought some bear spray back in Grand Teton. However, this is the one time that we forgot it at our tent. So we will not be without bear spray. Do not recommend doing that. It's also recommend when you hike in bear country, they do suggest that you hike in groups. Now, obviously, it's just Birdie and I on this trip, so it's just gonna be Birdie and I on this hike. We should be pretty good though, because we're really good at making a lot of noise when we need to scare off the bears. Especially when you don't have bear spray, you just gotta shout at regular intervals. They suggest not shouting, "Hey bear," because it could spook people further down the path. So you just shout like, "Walking down the path, coming around the bend," and hopefully you don't surprise or startle any bears. Probably the most important thing you're gonna need when you're hiking is water. This is our Grail water bottle, so it is full of water. What you can do though with this guy is it has a built-in filter. So streams or lakes, you can just scoop up some water, then you use pressure to push down, it filters it, and this is now potable drinking water. So it is very important just to take a rest sometimes. And when your trail is mostly in the sun like ours currently was, you should find some shade and just relax for a little bit, because you don't want to dehydrate yourself, you don't want to overexert yourself, especially when you know that you still have like 8 miles to go on your journey. Five and a half miles, gained 1,600 feet in elevation, and we finally made it to the glacier. We've talked about water and sunscreen, hiking gear, keeping away bears, all that fun stuff in the Sam's hiking tips. My number one hiking tip is to pick a hike that you're gonna love the destination to. This place right here is the perfect hiking destination because the hike up here sucked. Like, it was sweaty, it was hot, we were gross, we were complaining. And having something at the end that you can get to and feel a sense of accomplishment arriving to is so important to motivate you through the hike. It also just makes all that hard work worthwhile. So if you can't find a glacier, find a mountaintop, find a waterfall, find a lake that you're hiking to. Anything that you enjoy. Just make sure that you enjoy it, because otherwise it's just not worth it. Like, you can get exercise in a lot of ways. You should definitely just enjoy what you're seeing while you're hiking. I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, please subscribe and remember to go have some AweSam adventures. What is your name? Is your name Hodor's relation? What are you? Are you going to attack me?